Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. As we kick our way into the dawn of this new day, darling dears, the planetary energies are. The moon is moving into Pisces. Later on in the day, darling dears, Pisces, the 12th house, the house of hidden enemies, black. Karmic debt, yes baby, and limitations. It also speaks about the afterlife. You're being covered by your ancestral team. Give them the full what? Hiya! When they try to come with their hawky sticks of doom, darling dears. You're not having it, blood. Why? There's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Of course. Fist bump. Let's carry on. The moon moves into Pisces. You'll find comfort through your daily routines. They're into what? Push the boat out there, darling dear. Take it one step further. You've gone from the what? 50 squats, the sea moss or the Irish moss, the core ball, right? Having your flip-flop on, your common sense, darling dear, well and truly stuck between your big toe. Your toe of inspiration, darling dears. Pinkies up. Your cranium will be operating on a high level today, darling dears. Yes, making information easy to process and what? Witty banter to be what? Flowing freely from you, darling dears. Why? Because you're a funny cat. And they don't like when you laugh. Why? Because you laugh last, darling dear, as you continue to what? Move in silence and check all of your what? Conceive, believe, and achievements, darling dears. Pinkies up. Today is a wonderful time to relax and restore your energy. Instead of focusing on the future or the past, be mindful and be in the present, darling dear. That's why it's a gift. This motivating energy will last well into the morning as you start today. What? Kicking your way out of your duvet. Being grateful to the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis, Mother Gaia, for waking you up, darling dear, so you can continue to what? Get that funky beat and continue to dance to the rhythm of the universe. Yes, baby, I know it's lonely at the bottom, but by gul and gosh, it will be lonely at the top until you realize certain couldn't come with you. 2 was in the bed, 1 was taken. You might not have been in the bed, but listen, everybody knows their circumstances and what you had to what? Cut off, darling dear. Right, it was affecting your airline, blood. Who wants a pitchy-patchy cranium? What are you going to cling the weave to? Right? And when you take off that lace front, good God! You look like you've been resurrected. We can't have that. We need our edges intact, darling dears. Pinkies up. No matter where you are today, my darling dear big cat, have the power to change the direction of your life. You have it. One small action, darling dear, will set off a new timeline for you. The comfort, I need to say that, the see you next Tuesday. And I hate that word. Listen, I didn't mean that. But it's a Freudian slip, so it meant to come out. Some see you next Tuesday wanted you to stay a people pleaser. They wanted you in the comfort zone so they could bend over and bust it wide. And you could peer down their crack and all of its what? Rigorous, right? Skullduggerous moves. No, babe. You wear your darkest glass as you embrace the full-on Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. Why? Because the Big Cat Chronicles must continue, darling dears. You understood, darling dear, the comfort zone, the people-pleasing zone was a dangerous place to be. It prevented you from improving. It stopped you from achieving things you are capable of achieving, darling dear. Why? Because we've all got enough now, darling dear. No one is immune from having an oof. No, that's crack on crazy, darling dear. We all have a life purpose and things we've got to be getting on with. So make the decision today, darling dears, to change something in your life for the betterment of you, darling dear. A healthier choice, new books to read. I told you we're keyboard gangsters, where we are educated to what? Our cup runneth over, darling dears. But remember, you can get stuck in certain education. I know it's when you discover what a narc is or a sociopath or any of the complex B personalities, you want to read and read and read. But you have to remember, you are being a time travel also. If you are living on those videos about narcs and what they're up to, narcation black. You want videos and materials to read and the energies around you that are uplifting, helping you what? Be a guide as you kick your way into your infinite possibilities. I've told you this so many times, darling dears. My purpose as a big cat, darling dear, is to encourage you on a daily basis to go within. Because within you will find God. Within you will find your what? Greatest and best move. Within you find strength. Why? There is strength in the number of one, darling dear. Can't be taken down. Can't be taken out. Why? You stand for one and all. Remember I told you that. Fist bump, as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection. You broke them generational curses, darling dear. It was scary at first, until you realized how fabulous, gorgeous and lovely you are. As we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, Mother Gaia, our ancestors, angels, way showers and spirit guides, as above so below, from Kitha to Malkuth. Namaste. Energies, up, big cat, up, as we dive into this particular peccadillo. Who's with me? Give me a cat. Right, let's kick off with the rune. Why not, eh? I woke up in a kind of a Pocahontas kind of a mood, darling dear. Not dead as, but I mean, I had to put on what, my little bandeau round my cranium. Not too tight and not too loose. Just right. Because the wrong kind of attachment to your cranium, darling dear, will have you what? Barking at passing cars. Making mistakes. A false step, darling dear. Baby, we have what the Saz. This is represented by the Devil card in Tarot, darling dear. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. This represents what? The letter X or an X. Someone who's suffering on what? A boomerang attack. What they planned for you, darling dear. They're going through it. I'm telling you. I can't make it up. The rune said so. Represented by the numbers 60, 61, 62, and 63. I'm also guided to say number 43 or 34. Most important. This speaks about what? Somebody who lives a hedonistic life, darling dear. This person is going through their addictive behaviors, bound by their addictive behaviors. Full-on manipulator, manipulating a situation. They are being abusive in their situation to the alcohol, the drugs, and people that are around them. Yeah, codependent, low self-esteem, darling dear. Black-hearted and mean, darling dear. It also speaks about what? Somebody is sitting in the seat of anger and hate. What's the matter with them? It's the hot seat, darling dear. But they can't get up. Why? It's plastic. They're stuck to that bish. This also speaks about someone who seeks what? Carnal pleasures. Loves the one night stand. The love him and leave him. But guess what? They wear a mask. And no condom, darling dears. If that don't make you want to hide your ovaries and your scrotums, I don't know what will, It also speaks about what? Being bound by the choices that they're making in a certain situation or past circumstances that's led them to this point. Where's that? Lonely and mean, darling dear. Lonely at the bottom as they are surrounded by other bottom feeders. Yes, baby, they are amongst the creatures from the backwood with yarn for hair. I don't care what you're saying. How can they got yarn for hair, blood? Who gonna check me, boo? Baby, someone's not having a lovely time and they've got an axe to grind for you. Possibly want to bury it between your what? Your back chakras, darling dear. A back front neck tabbing snake. Somebody who comes straight from the crevice of the devil's balls, darling dear. An ex-friend, an ex-family member, an ex-work colleague, an ex-neighbor that was meant to be a friend. Well, meant is such a loose word. Meant, I meant to be kind. I meant to be friendly. I meant to stab you in your back. Meant can be used in so many sentences and paraphrased, darling dear. But they meant that she's naive. Whomsoever crossed the big cat, darling dear, they meant to do it. Why? They wanted to steal your light. They wanted you to be on the eggshells, humpbacked. Yes, baby. Being careful of saying this and that. Speak your truth, big cat. Speak your truth. But don't get caught up in what was. That axe they left in your back, darling dear, was to keep you tied to situations that don't fit. You are what? A round circle, trying to get into a square peg. Somebody's swearing on your name today, darling dear. Freudian slip, meant to come out. They're swearing this and that, not realizing it's boomerang season. Well, that's their business. We're not telling them nothing. Why? We communicate with what? Two of these and one of those, love and light. And what? A full-on Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. They realize you no longer feel sorry for them, darling dear. You can't be tempted with any of their tall tales. Yes, they've got a story for the young and old. But they have to stay in the seat that they created for them and themselves, darling dears. The plastic seats, which is firmly encroached or encamped in the crevice of the devil's balls, darling dears. Where's that 911 Freddy Krueger Mudheart? 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned, looking like a whole wood alfalfa, darling dears. Singing Gary's glitter. You wanna be in my gang? Your gang? Their gang? We all know about the Gary Glitters of this world. They wear a mask, but no condom. I told you, anybody approaches your domicile, straight shiz to the cranium. We go to upper windows. We've got our properties covered with security, darling dears. I told you, my domicile. A squirrel can't get a nut in my front or back garden without me knowing as I lay on my bed at night, crossing my 10, cutting my 10 as I devour my what? Honeydew melons, darling dear. Got the electrolytes and all of that. Yeah. Pinkies up. We're not going back and forth all round and round or out of our way. For what tried to break us, tried to keep us tamed. You can't tame a big cat. Big cat is prototype of the lineage, appointed by whom the Most High, and what? Got the pat on the back from your ancestral team. This is why your eyes are up to a bitchin' shine. I just heard well. Somebody's had a dream about a well. Well, guess what? A well is a deeply, what? Transformative symbol, darling dear. Why? Because it comes with wisdom, darling dear. It also speaks about what? Finding your voice. An increase in your psychic abilities, buffing up your third eye. And what? Discernment to a be-shin shine, darling dear. Whether you like it or not, ready or not, big cat, it is your time. The sage has been set. Why? Because there's a whole lot of money in this mother father. Big cat wave. Baby. Hey. They are trying to study you, baby, but they're not going to graduate. Why? They're a back front neck tabbing snake, an echopraxic they be. You can't graduate from the big cat university, darling dear. No! You have to what? Only be an acolyte to said she's naive. They don't know that the code is that what? You're a walking masterpiece, always in the work. Yes, baby, CEO of minding your own business. Why? Because what you focus on grows, big cat. You understood that she's naive. This is why when you took back your light, they've got an axe to grind with thee. I'm a poet. Lovely to laugh, big cat. Laugh with me. Ha ha. As we dive in and kick our way through these tarot streets. Gonna lead with the romance angel cards. Why? Because I don't know why they're not in the elastic. This was at one side and this was at another. Let's take a quick peek. Oh. I don't know how they managed. Listen, doesn't matter. It's happened. Unconditional love, eh? This is why. Sorry. Unconditional love, Freudian slip. You gave it to them. You did until you took it back. They've got the what? Slitty eyes of the look over your shoulder of the unrequited love. Baby, they're trying to drag you back to Hades in a handbasket. Look where you are, on a high horse. You know your worth and added tax. You are going places, buddy. You're not having it, bruh. You've already released this ex, and the ex still wants to permeate your life. By what? Trying to get your attention. Your attention, darling dear. Your time and your energies. This time traveling, back front, neck tabbing motherfucker. This little hand. Right? Did I say the little hand? Well, could be. They might have small hands, baby hands to do wickedness. Let me tell you something. Size doesn't matter when it comes to what? A back front neck tabbing snake. Remember I told you that? Those cards were separated for a reason. What's this? What did I say? It's a past life relationship, darling dear. They'd love to manifest you back. You stay right here in the front. We need to see what's going on. You have known each other before. You knew them, and now you know them, darling dear. Karen Bella, you're saying what? Well, go on, Karen, you're saying size matters. Well, the size of your bank account should matter to you, darling dear. The size of your self-esteem should matter to you, darling dear. The size of your common sense should matter. So yes, Karen, size matters. Face bump. Romantic feelings. They've got romantic feelings for you. And if they try to contact you, they think you're a dummy bat. Not because you are the biggest, baddest cat. Because they're seeing if they can fit in, where they can get in. They will try to contact you through many ways. Try to be nice to your progeny. Try to what? Dig up your old friends that you had to what? Deem as basura. And let the maid take them off, darling dear. To wherever they go. Made in hell. Right? You've already done that and isolated yourself. You are a goat, greatest of all times. They dare want to come back. They want you to get off your unicorn to come and speak to them. Are they mad? Barking mad, darling dears. It's time to take back control of your life. What did I say, big cat? The energy is rising. Your kundalini is rising. Why? You've got your core ball and you're getting matrix with it, darling dear. You freed yourself, chewed off your proverbial foot. Bad arseries, you've got to move. What's wrong with them? Greatest of all time you be, I bet. If there's a crack, you then fall back because opportunities come once in a lifetime. Remember I told you that. Fist bump. We act without what? Letting the grass grow as we move in silencio, darling dear. Silence. What's this? They want to flirt with you. Good God. Father God, you need to drop to your knees. And why? Why, you must say, why, Father? Is this scourge wanting to revisit their energies on you? What have you done? Or what haven't you done? The shadow work, darling dears. If you're still thinking about yesteryear, I told you. Be in the present. Be mindful. Use the word cancelled. You're in. Some people are saying, but I've still got to heal that. What do you mean? You're allowing the inner child to be chucky. You address it once. You don't have to keep pondering to what happened and what was. Are you mad? Where your energy goes, it flows. And if your energy is on the past, darling dear, it's going to what? Bring other cretins out of the woodwork, darling dear, to come and what? Take whatever they can, darling dears. Remember, Your frequency is where you need to be. In the what? Frequency Phoenix 555, baby. Tell them at the back. Don't flirt with them, darling dear. You'll be flirting with danger. The dangerous. Because they've got an axe to grind. They've got their issues that are unsolved and unsolvable. Why? They're blame shifting and mean. Kung Fu Panda. Hiya. Wagwan. Ita McCarty. Delzek, I see you. Kimorena, all the way from the JA. Fist bump. What's going on, darling dears? Hey, Mitch. Is it Mitch S? Wagwan, darling dear. Are you good? You've just put FP 556. The 6 was meant to come out, darling dear. What's that? The energy of the Gemini, darling dear. The lovers. Somebody don't want me to talk, but I'm a chatty cat and I can talk around circles when I feel like it. Other people, when they meet me, they'll be like, okay, so you're so silent. Really? My energy recognizes your energy. And what? I'm getting my MC hammer on in my spirituality, protecting my aura and the whole of my etheric field from you. People think I'm quiet. I'm not quiet, darling dear. I've quite understood what I'm dealing with or whose presence I'm in. I'm about to get my ambivert on and minus the big cat. Need to get back to my what? Domicile. Yeah. And sit where I sit on my seat of strength, darling dear. At my table, my tableau, my altar. Yeah. Busy, babe. Busy. You're too busy for that. We don't want no one from the past. We don't want to know what's going on with you. We don't want to know if you're happy or sad. We just don't want it. And it's the royal we were using, darling dear. Understand you are royal. You have gifts, darling dear, as you attach to your North Node. The road becomes easier. Everything is being attracted to you. It's the law of attraction, darling dear. You understood about giving back is where your greatness lies. Pinkies up. And they want to come and flirt with you. Listen, eyebrows, I'm not now because I don't want those mean lines between my eyes. No. Hold on, just getting my massage on, right? I'm telling you, pinkies up. They want to come with the 4 and how much decades ago, long before Donkey killed Philippe, they want to bring up that shit like it's going to be a lovely memory lane for you. No, babe, you've been filed over the dustbin. Your what? Your profile is plastic, darling dear. See-through. As I said, my mocha, because I ain't getting smoke blood. Just checking the interior of my mug. I see a lot of bridges, a lot of archways. But guess what? Those bridges had to be burned. Yes, some of you are sorry that they wasn't on the bridge, but I told you, you can't go to prison with R. Kelly. R. Kelly say it no good. Him not like it. Him not love it. Him don't. If he could turn back the hands of time, we'd all be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Because it would mean it would affect all of our timelines. And guess where we'd be? Back at hockey sticks at dawn, barking at passing cars, trying to patch together our hairlines. Are you mad? Listen, I had to put the whole of my core and stomach area into that. Right, let's get some cards and see what's going on. Base of your deck, King of Cups. It could be a King of Cups coming towards you, darling dear. This is somebody who's been through a thing or two. King of Cups is about, a king is about mastery, having mastered the emotions. Maybe they've mastered theirs. Or this is you, darling dear. I told you, there's a whole lot of what money in this mother father. Yes! You know how to what? Keep things to yourself, using your intuition as well as what? Your discernment. You are what? Queen, king, queen. Oh, nearly fell off, but I've got cat-like reflexes. And the third eye, buffed up to a bitchin' shine. This also speaks about secrets, darling dears. Things that was intuitively revealed to you. Like Get Out. I've seen that movie. Have you seen it? Things were intuitively what? Gifted to you, darling dear. The High Priestess is about the mystic in you, darling dear. They don't like it. That you see them. You see them from the inside out. You took the initiative in a situation to go within. It also speaks about occult knowledge, darling. There's somebody trying to use occult knowledge to guide them and gain intel on you. I think not, Scotty. Your ancestral team are rushing in to cut that shiznai out. It also speaks about you, what? Intuitively moving away from Heartbreak Hotel. You don't live there, darling dear. Get back your what? Yearly pass. You don't need the season ticket for Heartbreak Hotel. The Knight of Swords also speaks about what? Something rushing towards you. You know that something's coming in at a hot trot. Why? You obeyed the signs and went within, darling dears. The best place to be. Where you can what? Unfold the universe. Be what? Divinely guided as you sit between Boaz and Jashin for completion and beginning. The Knight of Swords in the upright, darling dear, also speaks about what? You intuitively knowing new social contacts are coming towards you. Why? Because you're a warrior. This also speaks about you being opinionated or guarded with your opinion, darling. Do you have the intellect and you've got the common sense? The sword speaks about what? Spiritual downloads. You'll know when to what? Hold your tongue, darling dears. Why? Because you have to be looking with your third eye. But you also, as I said, have new social contacts coming in. Who are they? Who could it be? What am I pre? Oh, what did I say? Those that are what? Seekers of darkness, right? They couldn't what? Make a pound out of a penny, darling dear. Temperance on its face. This is all of the what? Sagittarius energy, the only zodiac sign that comes weaponized. This person is no mediator, darling dears. They're what? Emergence of slander. This also speaks about lacking in spiritual guidance. This person is a spendthrift, right? And their time is for the devil, darling dear. Lacking in spiritual guidance. It also speaks about what? The secret admiring them. They're admiring you, and it's in the multitude, darling dear. It's in the multitude. They've got nothing. They've got no choice but to admire you, Carol Mustika. You're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Fist bump. Unbalanced. It also speaks about someone being in their cups. We already spoke about the hedonistic behavior that has no boundaries, lacks in chill or pause factor, darling dears. Clarify the temperance, because there's a whole lot of money in this mother father. Now they miss you, darling dear. They miss the cup of what? Unconditional love, right? Your intuitive guidance, right? Your emotions being handed to them. They miss all of this and that. We already saw the King of Cups because you dropped that burden like it was hot. It was a challenge in situation, darling dear. A situation shit. One that you had to what? Put your third eye on. You had to realize that they was putting it on you, right? And it was affecting you spiritually. Ones represent spiritually. It also represents your work ethic, darling dear. They put you down about your work ethic. Some of you, you could have got what? A better paying job or something, whatever it was in that situation, right? They tried to make you the horse's ass when you was meant to be the head and not the tail. Dropping a challenge. Why? From rags to riches, baby. Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Peas. This is you knowing your worth and adding tax. They left you out in the cold. You may even have progeny with you. Right? This goes to Six of Pentacles. They wanted to be in control of your finances and your future, as well as your mental health. Well, guess what? I think not, Scotty. They're watching you win, darling dear. You went from rags to riches, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because what about the Pentacles, darling dear? The Pentacles, it relates to the material aspects of your life, your career, your finances, your businesses. Yeah, because you the CEO of everything. Everything you choose to what? Conceive, believe, and achieve, darling dear. With faith, where you felt all in the heart. And you are rising, darling dear. Just like the cream of the crop. You always rise to the top. But it also speaks about what? Focusing on your own gangster, darling dear. You're a wise advisor. Some of you are in the mental field. Psychologists, counselors. And I'm also hearing what? In the financial markets as well, darling dear. Business advice. You could be a banker working in a bank or trying to build up what? A new line of credit for yourself, darling dear. Somebody's going into a bigger field and they're looking for the help. Well, guess what? You're going to go from rags to riches. Why? You're the business plan that you are what being intuitively guided to write, right? New information and intel is coming in quickly, darling dear. This is why I task you to write down your brilliant ideas. We're in the age of Aquarius, and we are also under what? The full moon in Aquarius. Its most brightest and biggest energies is her throuple 3 days after the said event. Yesterday, last night, or was it the night before? Was the first day? Yes. We've got one more strong day of the Aquarius full moon. The Aquarius is what? The ruler of I know. You have to know that it's yours. You have to know that you are blessed and not pressed. You have to know these things in order to walk the way of the what? Big cat Bushido Reedy. You've got to know these things, darling dear. Just like knowing when to hold them and to float them. Because somebody would like to come and drop a burden on you. What's happened to them since you've been gone? Well, guess what? They better stick a proverbial pin in it. Because you cannot. No. You better not. Now it's got me pouting my bottom lip. And I don't like pouting my bottom lip. And it's got the 11 between my eyebrows. Listen. We enjoy being stress-free, but sometimes the cards like to be a bit rowdy. It riles me up. Base of the deck, we've got a Queen of Wands. This is somebody who's in competition with you, darling dear. This is someone who is not above what? Being a Jezebel spirit. This is what they are. This is somebody who is currently jealous of what you've got going on. This is somebody who is what? Casting aspersion on your name. Someone or someone's. It could be male or female. We've got what? 1, 2, 3 personages on here. Right? It could have been a throuple you was involved in. Right? In a past life, darling dear, because you've moved away from that at a hot trot. Someone who thought, they thought, darling dear, they was planning, banking on strategizing it, right? For you to be jealous of their situation. But guess what? There you be, the cat, darling dear, with the common sense, the flip-flop. They can't catch you. They couldn't catch you in the snare. This also speaks about spell work, darling dears. They was trying to use the full moon, the past full moon, the Aquarius full moon, darling dear, to what? Get knowledge about how you bend the matrix. Why, I told you, single white female, echopraxic and all that. This is a professional mistress. I'm getting the feeling somebody feels that they've one-upped you or won something that you dropped like it's hot, right? That you crossed everything, your arms, your eyes, your legs. You're not taking that cup of opium. We see a throuple here. And the 3 of Cups always speaks about feminine energy, darling dear. A Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch. Someone who realizes that there's a whole lot of money in this mother father. And who's that? It's you, big cat. You. What about this Queen of Wands? Right? Look, 4 of Cups. They're not understanding. They feel bitterly disappointed, darling dear, that you didn't take the cup of opium, the cup of bull swanky, the cup of the time traveler. They wanted you to be caught up in a situation that's not for you, right? They tried to manifest what? A mental break. Some kind of breakdown in you, darling dear. They wanted you to break down. They wanted you to lose control of your skrillers, your home, your job, your common sense, darling dear. They tried to manifest this shiznai. Why do I say that? The magician is coming up underneath the Queen of Wands, who's not above spell work. They did incantations over your name, darling dear. Wrote something down and laid it on a table for you. Well, guess what? What they wanted to hit you, darling dear, has missed you completely. 2 different decks. This goes to 8 of Cups, a situation where they wanted you to be stuck emotionally, unable to move forward. But guess what? You wrapped yourself. 8 of Cups is what? Meaning that you wrapped yourself in the red robe of what? Your root chakra, your common sense. Why? Because the root chakra is connected to Samael. Yes, darling dear. And let me drop another peccadillo on you. Samael, right, was what? God's highest angel. Yes. It was the light bearer. Remember I told you that, darling dear. This is why you have to be what? Good and quick when controlling your root chakra. because you will fall into what? Devilish ways of lack, hedonistic behavior, right? People pleasing, getting into sexual, what? And entanglements, right? All of this and that. Have you in what? Fight, or survival mode. This is what they wanted for you, darling dear. They wished on it. They planned on it. They didn't know you'd turn your shapely back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. And continue to what? Be adaptable and on the move. Law 48 of the 48 laws of power. Somebody look! The snake straight out of Slytherin. They're still trying to watch to see what you're doing. But the snake also represents what? Transformation. Because when Eve bit off that apple, everything was transformed, darling dears. They want you to bite that rotten fruit that they've left out there from their poisoned what? Skullduggerous banana, darling dear. This also speaks about what? Using the energy of sex, darling dear, to try and bend the matrix in the lack direction for you. They did it, darling dear. They did that shit. Don't doubt it. And what they try to call on you is rushing into a hot trot towards them. Because they opened up a door they don't know how to close. Lots of negative, right? Maleficent, malignant energies on them. Why am I laughing? Because I was able to say malignant. You know it can be a tongue twister for me, darling dears. Baby, no one's perfect. But we are almost like it. What did I say? We're Big Cat, and our chronicles must continue. What's this? That betrayal, that heartache they wanted for you, darling dears. This goes to Four of Swords. You understood how to fall back from situations and circumstances that no longer serve you. This is the lying, the gossip. You're saying out there, listen, if anyone's gossiping about a Big Cat, they must believe what they say, because you ain't got time to explain nothing to a dummy bat. Why? That's time traveling, darling dear. Got no time for time traveling. Too busy, focused on the present, the gift, as you continue to what? Get great, darling dears. I told you, you rock with the 6 G's. God, growth, goals, gifts, greatness, right, and gratitude. They wanted to bury you with a broken heart. Because you can die of a broken heart, darling dears. You can. But you realize, what am I breaking my heart over? Was it serving me? Did it put my life into a better space? All of these things you asked yourself. Right after you did what? Look deep into your eyes in the mirror and what? Slap the shit out of yourself until blood and spittle flew. Then you washed your face like David as you returned to your common sense, blood. Common sense, a superpower that is what? Not a flower that grows in every garden, and especially not in this Queen of Wands who tried to manifest what? Lack into your life. If you've got progeny, they wanted you out in the street, ass out, from the 5 to the 4 of Pentacles, darling dears. But guess what? You can't take what is gifted to you by the Most High. You've gone from rags to riches, Baba. I nearly said Bobby. That's how they're talking, darling dear. They're talking in tongue twisters because they didn't want to achieve what they wanted to achieve. Now, they may even what? Send in that skulldugger's partner to resurrect a relationship from the past. The two of them, right, will have a hand in what? Your downfall, because they didn't break you with their what? Relationship, their lies, their gossip, and their subterfuge. I nearly sucked my 31 teeth, and I told you I don't like doing it. And I'm sure as Shiznai ain't gonna do it in the presence of wickedness. Where's my Shiznai? Let's lead with a strong Florida water, right? Because I said, let the bad juju stay with them. Let's move that over there. But right where you can still see it. They wanted you to be heartbroken, but Divine said no. This is about what? Your spiritual gifts buffing up to a bitch and shine, which is what? Guiding you to drop burdens of the past. Stop living in the past. This is all part of the what? Chaos magic they try to create in your life to leave you on a what if. A what if is also kryptonite to a Big Cat. You can't change the path that you're on. Everything that happened to you up to this point was meant to put you where you are at this exact moment, darling dears. Those challenges. This is 10 for completion. Drop the burdens, darling dear. It's all part of the chaos magic that they try to send your way. Drop the burden. Clarify the temperance in reverse. In the name of the Most High, lock and bind it, darling dears. Because whatever the... Look! We've got the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Swords. Baby, look at this shiznai. They know that you're highly intuitive, and they see that you're able to attract what you truly want. They see you in a calmer mind space, Six of Swords, focusing on your goals, darling dear, as the red light, green light champion. This is also about you being recognized as a master craftsperson in your field. It speaks about right partnerships, unity. You're being blessed in their face, darling dears. For all of this wickedness, they try to perpetrate it against you. Boomerang season. Why? Because you learn to pack it in. Your love is no longer unconditional to anyone from the past. You realize exactly, right? What? You realize that real eyes recognize real lies. Moving away from that situation, what they set to break your heart for all eternity is not working, because you got the hand of God. This is a new beginning. This is the cup of love that you drank of, darling dear. And it's also got the what? 5. On this one, it's got 4 streams, but on the original Rider-Waite, it's got 5 multiple streams of income. The passive income that you're working on, darling dears, using your creativities to bend the matrix to what? Create generational wealth, darling dear. The Ace of Cups also speaks about what? A new lover coming towards you, darling dear. And the cups represent what? The autumn months. During the autumn months, so from what? The ending of September, was it ending of September, October, November? Yeah. New love coming in, new relationships coming in. I told you, new social contacts are coming towards you at a hot trot, darling dear, for your benefit. And it comes with what? Great partnerships and unity. My 3 of Pentacles is my Inspire card. So you are being watched. You're not paranoid, blood. They are. Because they're paranoid about how great you be. They can't understand how you are what? Happy on your own, darling dear. They can't understand because they're not in the same space. Their gifts is not your gifts, and your gifts is not their gifts. Their gifts is what? Been used to what? Cast and cause aspersions in your life, darling dear. Remember I told you that. You'll see all of what they're trying to do, darling dear, but it's not meant to take you off your gangster. Focus, darling dear, in fine-tuning your skills, knowing your worth, and adding tax. Because you are about to go from rags to riches. A new beginning. They see all of this and that, darling dear. They see your loyalty. They'd love to come and take you off your purchase by bringing up what? Past situations that cut you to your white meat. When you entertain a conversation with a narc, darling dear, they'll put you back in that space because they are in what? Blame shifting and mean. And they can't take the fact of what they co-created. They created you, darling dear. Yes, they did. They created a big cat. They showed you everything you don't want and what you're not going back to. What's this trying to peep out? What did I say? Past people are trying to manifest you. They may even try to get at you through your progeny. A situation where you overgave. You gave them the cup of love, darling dear, right? Your cup of common sense, your cup of all of your emotions and feelings. You even put flowers in that bitch. Well, how now, brown cow, darling dear? This past person, either the Queen of Wands is sending them in, or they're going to come off of their own steam. Why? They want to create a throuple, darling dear. They want to keep you stuck. They don't want you. They just don't want no one else to have you. Wicked energy, darling dear. Look! They're coming to put you in competition, darling dear. Where you don't compete, where you don't compare. This is the gossip, the lies, the subterfuge, the fighting. This person likes to give out, both of them like to give out 2 pieces. They fight amongst themselves. They want to draw you back into that fucking ease. This is challenging times, darling dears. A 5 represents what? Lean in, big cat. It represents what? Conflict and instability. But it also represents what? Full on change. And you've changed. You surely have. Base of your deck, darling dear. Because you isolated and what? Gathered your energies to yourself as Gandalf the White. What did I keep telling you, darling dears? You shined a spiritual light. This is going within and getting intel, knowledge. Knowledge which is wisdom, right? And knowledge is also what? Power. And power is power. You understood your power grid, darling dear. You know your assignment. Toot sweet is your cry. Toot sweet. What did I say? Envy, jealousy. Listen, they're all chucking at you, darling dear. They think they've got all of the swords. Look at them. This hooded figure still watching you as you wash your face. Like David in the stream, the river, the ocean of infinite possibilities, covering your aura, darling dear, in your etheric field. They wanted to one up you, darling dear. They can't out-talk you. They can't out-earn you. They're trying to what? Out-be you. How can you out-be someone who is... Now look, I didn't want to suck my 31 teeth. Yeah, you turned your back on a toxic trick. A toxic trick. You dropped that burden like it was hot, darling dear. What did I say? Single and independent. You're going from the 9 of Pentacles straight up to the Queen. I'm surprised the Emperor or Empress hasn't come out yet. But you know your worth. If you've got progeny, you take care of them, darling dear. Respect, darling dear. Your progeny respect you. You know how many people can't say that? Why? Because they're still living in the toxic situations that they've created. They're afraid, especially if they're older females or older males. They will stay stuck in what? A bottom feeding situation with the devil's strongest worker, because they've got no trust in themselves. They think that age is a factor, which is bull swanky, darling dears. You can begin at any age. Common sense comes in at any age. Harnessing that common sense is the trick, which you are what? Professor of the puzzle, as you play chess in this season, big cat. Fist bomb. From rags to riches. 5, right, to the 9, to the Queen. Come on. They feeling left out in the cold. They want to know whomsoever these people or personages are. They feel left out. They want to know. They saw you take a leap of faith, right? This also speaks about a new partner or person coming towards you. I told you, new social contacts. You got the what? The Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny, and the luck, darling. They're the luck of the leprechauns. We've got an Irish person in here. And you are being gifted with the big Pentacale. We've got 2 aces out here, darling dears. And you are being spiritually guided, Earth Angel you be, darling dear. No weapon formed. And they are forming them their weapons, darling dear. But the weapon is turning into a boomerang. Your ancestral team ain't having it, blood. This is about the management of your time and your energies. Balance, that is in your life. Doing things in moderation. Why? In order to go after the big P, darling dear. The big Pentacale, the biggest and baddest of it all. The same big P that the Queen of Pentacles is holding, darling dear. Your opportunities are unfolding in front of you. Take every one of them, darling dear. Create new timelines in your life. What's this on the envious and jealous ones? Look, I can't make it up. Bombs over Baghdad. This is what tower moment after tower moment. What they plan for you. What they try to spell into existence, darling dear. With their what? Google spell. I told you. They're stupid, dummy butts. STOOPED, darling dears. They use Google spell to try and harness, right? And trap a big cat. But Divine says, how now, brown cow? Take the leap of faith. Go into the unknown. Take your loyalty on the road. Be spontaneous with it. But be quick as you pack light. Come through, Erica Badu. Posh clap. Wheel of Fortune, darling, the 10 of transformation and change. And the new big Pentacale, your common sense, healthier choices. Some of you have what? Chosen a new car. Some of you have bought a motorbike. Ducati, I hear. Ducati, guan. Pinkies up. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. What did I say? Where is the Empress and the Emperor? Only an emperor, a hierophant, a mage, a magician in the upright can approach your big cat throne, darling dear. This is a protector and provider coming to you, darling dear, but they're going to realize you already know how to protect and provide for thyself. This is a meeting of minds, a matching of what? The right level of personages. Why? Because you claim dominion over yourself, stood in your own authority, right? And understood there's a whole lot of money in this mother father. Yeah. Fist bump, big cat. A divine union. And this is present energy. And we already heard about the what? The autumn months. Clarify all this. Well, guess what? A new world, right? And we've got the Eight of Wands. It's coming in swiftly, darling dear. Some whomsoever this person is, darling dear, this emperor, they're not above you, darling dear. It's the same level because you are what? Kingpin, queenpin, queenpin, kingpin. Yeah. A new world, a new chapter in your life, darling dears. We've got the world card represented by what? Earth and Saturn energy. Saturn is the what? Regulator, the rule bringer, as well as what? The master of time and the rewards. And they are surely coming to you. It's about what? Being spiritually guided to the space, the platform that you're meant to be on, darling dear. It also speaks about travel. Some of you are planning worldwide travel. You will meet this emperor on your travels. And if you're not going anywhere, darling dear, this person will contact you through the World Wide Web, the internet, darling dear. You're going to think they're a dummy bat and a fool. And you will put them through what? Rigorous tests. Ask many questions, darling dear. And they should be able to answer them without hesitation. Why? You will feel it in your solar plexus. What is the truth and what is a lie? You can't be tricked. You're being rewarded by Saturn, no less. Remember I told you that? The Eight of Wands is represented by what? Sagittarius as well as Venus energy. Sagittarius is what? The 9th house. The 9th house is represented by what? Higher knowledge, right? As well as what? Spiritual guidance. It also speaks about religion, darling dear. You are deep into what? Your religion, darling dear. Your spiritual practices. Yes. You understood how to what? Trust in the unseen. Ending chapters. And you're being spied on by bottom feeders that are waiting for you to go down, Bobby Brown, right? And they're all what? Turning up the hate and the envy. Well, guess what? You already know whom it's coming from, darling dear. And you know not to what? Fucks with them. Because they want to come and fucks with you. Bringing all sorts of attachments, darling dears. These past person or people. Right. We're at the 53. Not loving the fact that you bossed up, darling dear. You know your worth and added tax. They are heartbroken. That how they try to gossip about you, betray you, slander your name. But your character, darling dears, only you can formulate your character. And whom they're trying to slander, right, and put out there as a victim and a hater is them. They're speaking of themselves. They're drinking of their own cup of opium and bull swanky and cognitive dissonance. Leave them where they are. Look, I didn't even notice that. The Queen of Peace was at the base of the deck, darling dears. 2 different decks. Know your worth and attacks. Present energy. Realize, recognize, realize, darling dear. But you also recognize that you are the prize, big cat. This goes to 2 of Pentacles. What you're seeking is seeking you. Divinely guided partnerships. Oh, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth roof. Pinkies up. I'm going to finish out the read now, darling dears. Because we've got to get on and get great. You've already freed yourself from what? Past life relationships, darling dear, and any romantic feelings are dead because you know that what? You was being real and they was being what? Agent Smith affiliates, darling dears, learning your ways so they could abuse you with them. No more. No more pain, no more drama. Come through. Mary J. Posh clap. Right, we're going to finish out this read. We've got the moon, the moonology. We've got Kipper. And we've got the life lessons. Choose 2 decks, darling dears, and we'll finish it out. 1, 2, or 3. Choose 2 of the decks. You want Kipper? I see Slim Jim has said Kipper. 1 more deck, someone else. And Melissa has chosen number 1. So you want the Moonology and the Kipper. You don't want no more life lessons. Well, we're going to see what's on the base. Your strength, darling dear. They want your strength. They would love to take you off your flip-flop, but you can't be tempted in this season. You have the whole armor of God, Ephesians 6:13. You trusted in the Most High, Psalms 91:1. You felt back and uncovered. Intel, final intel for the big cat as we push off to get great. We've got goals, and we've got to be using our gifts today. Because why? We are in present time. We've got what? Don't let pride get in the way. Pride always comes before a fool, but yet, it's also what? I'm a paradigm, darling dear. Because you have to be proud of what you've achieved. It wasn't easy. This rags to riches. What? Prosperity lies ahead, and you are good enough. I can't make it up. Let's talk out with Kipper. What does Kipper think about what? Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Leo is the 5th house. The 5th house is about your creativities. It's also about children, darling dear. As well as what? Drama. Somebody wants something kind of drama on you. Don't let pride get in your way, darling dear. Be proud of the great fortune that's about to be afforded onto you. Remember I told you that. And the dull yellow speaks about what? The jealous ones, the mouth breathers, right? With their children of the corn eye. All at your shapely back, darling dear. Don't turn around. Remember Lot's wife, Salt Bay. Clarify the prosperity that lies ahead. This is a new moon in Taurus. Taurus is the 2nd house. Taurus is the 2nd house, is ruled by what? I have. It also speaks about what? Lean in, big cat. Lean in your values, your routines. I told you, we are what? Getting comfort from our routines today. It's in the planetary energies. It's about your possessions, darling dear, and prioritizing your life. Creating new habits. The 2nd house. Ruled by what? Venus, the planet of what? Love and abundance. Fertility. Right? Main male. They know this, darling dear. The main male is what? Not the wealthy man. Right? It's not the mature man. This is the main male. And they've got what? 2 Mitches? 2 Mitches or bitches in the background. I told you this, somebody's gassing this person up, right? They've gassed them up to the point where what? They feel that they can approach you. Because why? They then always see, right? Your future and how your life is going to unfold before you do. Why? Because you've been busy getting great. And they've been busy what? Being Sputnik. What about this main male that wants to come and buff up their chest? Come from yesteryear, right? What about this main male who is no one's main male, right? What did I say? They need to stay with the number 2 block. The maid that likes to take out the basura. They both know. If this is a past relationship that you're in with either of these, whether it's what? A bitch or a mitch or a mitch or a bitch. All eyes are on you, darling dear. They would like a new beginning. Notice that they hold the rose. The rose speaks about a new beginning, but you better what? You better prevent yourself. In the name of the Most High, we don't go back. And all eyes are on you. Everyone is watching you for your next move because they see it before you do, big cat. You went from rags to riches. You hold your own. You know how to be independent and claim what? Dominion over your wealth, your common sense, and your next move. Yes! They've been watching your journey. What did I say? And they will never graduate. The 10 speaks about what? Ending of a cycle and a new beginning for you. Base of the deck, the Gemini energy again, the lovers. What's that ruled by? Gemini's ruled by Mercury. You used your intellect, right? Your communication skills of love and light to get out of a situation. It also speaks about the right partnerships are coming towards you. Why? Because you must continue with your journey. How else are you going to sock it to them, darling dears? How else? And they're watching, mate. This is envy. This is hate. This is not the kind of energy that's watching for your good, darling dear. They mean bad on yo. Well, guess what? Boomerang season. You got the Queen of Peas. Double down, darling dears. Double down. You're shining, right? And you're solid and secure. So you don't know what all of this fuss is about. The 20 is the Judgment card, darling dear. And it also speaks about the ex that would like to return, like Mac the Knife. Well, they can't get in because you are secure and have secured your perimeter. You have your boundaries, darling dears. Why? Because you're protecting what you built. What you built. The Judgment also speaks about what? A sudden change, darling dear. Transformation, a new stage in your life. And as you get to this new stage, right, old partnerships, old friendships are going to what? Rear their ugly head. But they've got the T-Rex arms. You already know what their gangster comes with. Fuckanese. And what? Generational curses. And lies. Did I say the lies? You're going to be getting messages, mate. Somebody's going to send you or someone's going to send you, right? It's on the 7, the Chariot energy to move forward. They want progress in your life, darling dear. Why? Because they're being laughed at by the community. Why else would they laugh at them? Why? Because they fumbled and lost the big cat. They're being laughed at, right? And you bossed up on them. You became mature. And it's on the 6 again. The energy of the Lovers, the Gemini, and the Mercury energy, darling dear. Common sense is your go-to move. And you handled that situation like a boss cat. Why? Because there's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. On that note, you are courting what you truly deserve. Calling in what you truly deserve, darling dear. Leave them with the bad health, the bad credit, the bad advice, and the bad intentions. Why? Because divine is writing that note, that what? Prescription for them, darling dear. Don't carry hate in your heart. When they hate us, we nine them. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Big cat wave. Until we meet in these tarot streets again. Never you forget, my dear big cat. There's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. And you built it from the inside out. Let no weapon formed against you prosper, darling dear. How? By not entertaining it ever again. What broke you will give you no healing. Namaste.